Hey guys, what's up and welcome to a new Tesla update video. In this video, as usual, we are going to be going over the market, Tesla, see what happened and what we can expect moving into the rest of the week and, maybe even the rest of the month. So all that being said and done, gonna make this short and quick. If you enjoy, don't forget to hit that like button. Let's just get this party started. So Tesla ending the day down, not too bad, only down 0.84% compared to the NASDAQ being down about 1.14%, right? So Tesla doing, decently well, right? We can say it's not that bad at all. And the most important thing is the fact that we came down to the 900 level, not only held that 900 psychological level, but we actually ended the day, unfortunately, below yesterday's close, but still above the 200 moving average. But again, don't forget that happened here twice and we still collapsed under it. So that's just something to consider. But if we can hold above it for the rest of the week, then I will personally think that, Tesla's not looking that bad. But if we start closing below it, then it's looking a little bit more kind of suspicious, right? So again, ultimately, the major thing that you want to pay attention to, in my opinion at least, is this little like limbo mode or area, I guess, if you will, that Tesla is in, right? Essentially, do we break above this like 940 area and hold like on, again, the longer the time frame that it holds, the better. Like ideally, if we can hold on like maybe a 15-minute or higher and get, closure candles there, it's better, right? The longer the time frame, the more, I guess, secure or reassuring, if you will, the break is. On the 3-minute, 5-minute, sometimes even the 15, it can be a little bit sussy. But again, 15 is starting to get good, starting to get promising, and then maybe 30-minute is like extra promising, but sometimes you can miss the run. So you have to kind of, play your risk versus reward kind of situation there, respectively how you think is the right way to do it. Not financial advice, make your own decisions as usual. But ultimately, we're in this zone, right? Between breaking this first for the bulls or the bears taking out the lows, right? So again, like I said earlier, we are in this kind of red line upward channel-ish. So if we lose the 200 moving average and also we lose like, 900, that's already starting to be like a bad sign. And especially if we fall below, I would honestly say pretty much from now on, if we ever fall below around like 890 to 880, anywhere in that range, if that range does not hold and we fall below that, that's gonna be pretty bad. So ultimately, what I see happening is one of two things. The bear version would be something like this: we fall below, maybe get a quick bounce, come up here, retest, and then fall back down lower. I don't know why it's curvy. That's like the bear version, right? The bull version will be something like this, for instance. I don't know why is it curving? It's so weird. Anyway, that would be pretty much what it would look like for the both scenarios, if you will, right? That's kind of what I'm currently seeing to happen. It's just a matter of which one happens to play out first. Again, I showed you guys the levels, I told you guys the levels. So that's kind of what you want to pay attention to and see which level essentially gives in first. Looking at the moving averages very quickly, we have the EMA, we're still well above that. We're still well above the majority of moving averages. Again, I am slightly more bearish than bullish, but like maybe 60% bearish, 40% bullish, until again, one of those confirmations takes place. But ultimately, we're still above literally every single meaningful moving average in the short term, which is a good sign, which is a really good sign for Tesla. That is overall, bullish. Is just the structure to me and the double top pattern potentially, and also the way SPY looks like, it just feels a little bit more bearish. The fact that SPY ended here lower than yesterday, it's kind of teetering very low, close to this area. The RSI actually still looks pretty decent, but the second SPY loses this little red line, the bottom channel, is going to be pretty volatile. It's going to be pretty bad for the SPY. So that's eventually going to happen. It's just a matter of when. The one bullish scenario is the fact that the SPY can still potentially rally up to the top of this channel one more time and potentially touch this top line, which is the ultimate trend line that we are in, which is going to be this right here, right? So that's kind of like the final bullish scenario I personally can see happening. And if that happens, maybe that can be what propels Tesla above 940. Unfortunately, one potential bearish scenario for Tesla also is we do rally once more and we get a triple top scenario. So it'll be like a top, and then maybe set up one more top here, like this 940 area, as maybe the SPY decides to come up to this channel up here, being around, 433-ish. And that could be a super duper bearish pattern if that happens to Tesla, if it does come to 940 and get rejected one more time. So again, we'll see what happens with that, guys. You kind of have to wait for it to happen. You have to wait for the situation to play out. At the moment, I just personally think we're going to be zigzagging through in this kind of, channel that I just talked about, being 940 and like, this kind of 880 to like 890 to 880-ish area, somewhere around there. So we're going to be kind of zigzagging until something gives in. And I'm personally waiting for that. So we'll see what happens with that. That's kind of what I'm seeing. Again, I want to make this video short and sweet because I have to go do something quickly. But, hopefully that is enough for you guys to get a better idea as to what to expect. Again, the RSI still looks a little mediocre on Tesla. I do want to point that out. And things like the 1 hour still look overall net bearish to me. As you can see, the RSI is starting to fall a little bit low here. So, like look at the 30-minute, right? 30-minute, for instance, it went lower than here, which is not great, even though the stock is still substantially higher. So, you know, overall, the RSI to me is not looking that bullish on these time frames and the daily as well. So I personally think that ultimately we will end up falling pretty aggressively. It's just whether or not we'll get one more run somewhere up here before that happens, I think, is the main question. So whether we just fall straight down from here or we get a run up to maybe 940 or to 970 and then fall from there, is the main kind of like, you know, will it happen sort of scenario. But regardless of what happens, whether we get that final run up or not, I think we're going to crash, or not crash, but like fall pretty aggressively pretty soon, maybe September. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing. Thank you all so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.